If you're thinking about selling your commercial property in Dubai, knowing what to expect will help simplify that journey. I'm Daniel Craig, I'm a commercial consultant at House and in this video I'll be talking you through the process on selling an office space or retail space in the Dubai mainland areas. If you're selling as an individual, the documents that you'll need will be your VAT certificate, your personal identification. You'll need a non-objection certificate from the developer as well. Now, when you're selling as a company or foundation, etc., you'll need your trade license, owner's personal documentation, you'll need your letter of incumbency, memorandum of association, VAT certificate, power of attorneys, board of resolution, and of course the non-objection certificate from the developer. Now, don't worry if this sounds a little bit too much. If you need help gathering this documentation, then we can help you through this process. House are partnered with Matt Conveyancing, and it's not too difficult to obtain this sort of documentation, so don't worry. Value-added tax, aka VAT, is an essential requirement when selling commercial real estate in Dubai. Having a VAT certificate, knowing the FTA guidelines, and speaking to a tax-registered agent can give you a much better understanding as to why VAT must not be avoided. Now, at the transfer office, you will not be required to issue your invoice to the buyer, but it is your obligation as the seller to issue this invoice for value-added tax. If it's not done, in some circumstances, the buyer may have to do this directly, but I do advise in all cases that you should speak to a registered FTA advisor. They charge a small fee, but it's much better than having someone knock at your door later on down the line. It is important to find a consultant that is honest, transparent, gives reliable market valuations, manages your expectations, and is an area specialist. It's important that they communicate clearly the timelines and the next steps, and can provide you with that strong marketing capability, which is why it can be important to reach out to more established agencies. Now, do keep in mind that if you're contacting multiple agents will contact you, and this will create more work for yourself, and it could lead to miscommunication. Now, once you've chosen your consultant, we will ask you for a Dubai Land Department Form A, and that's a broker and owner agreement, which allows us to market your properties. And we can also check if there's any issues with the Dubai Land Department involving your title deed. If you're in the process of looking for an agency, you can click here to take a look at the services that House have to offer. This will dictate the timeline of your sale. If it's cash, then the buyer is ready to go. This can take around 2 weeks if everything goes according to plan. However, if the buyer is paying using finance, you should request reassurance that they have the pre-approval from the bank before you exclude any other potential buyers, as this typically does take longer than a cash sale. At this point, your consultant should have informed you of the market value of your property. This will make the negotiation stage a lot more rational and realistic. Negotiations can take place in person, over the phone, in written conversations, and it will generally cover the availability of that type of property in the market rates, and defining characteristics of that in particular unit, such as the quality of interiors, the views, parking, and of course, what other things that influence the price would be personal wants and needs. By now, your consultant should have a signed and accepted Dubai Land Department Form A and B between the consultant and the buyer and the consultant and the seller. A signed offer letter or a scanned copy of the security check will also help show the buyer's intentions for the deal. The deal will never be secured until that memorandum of understanding is signed, or the Unified Form F, by both parties. The Unified Form F will have a date of transfer which must be adhered to. On a side note, it is worth reviewing the exceptions surrounding time extensions in the DLD conditions. After checking the details, the consultant will submit all of the documentations we've covered in the past to the transfer office. On the transfer date, you'll meet with the buyer and transact the deal. If you'd like more details or want to talk to an expert, feel free to get in touch with us. We'd be happy to guide you on your property journey.